In order to build muscle, you have to actually get stronger over time. But like, how do you actually do it? Especially for smaller isolation exercises. Maybe you're curling 25 pounds and you want to get to the 50s because it'll make your arms bigger. Maybe you just want to rep out the weight stack for fun. I'm going to show you a simple system that I love. You can run it year after year and continue to make gains. I didn't make it up, it's very popular, but there is some nuance. It's called dynamic double progression. But before I can explain it, I need to show you regular double progression, which you've probably done before even if you didn't know it. The two metrics we progress on are reps and weight, and strength increases linearly. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you're doing 70-pound bicep curls. Your first workout, you might come in, hit 3 sets of 10. Next workout, 3 sets of 11, 3 sets of 12, and then you'll increase the weight by 5 pounds and start over. This works well. A lot of people have used it to get big and strong, but it can be limited. Because it's the same reps every time, your first set becomes a glorified warm-up. It's pretty easy. Your second set is a little harder, and your third set is pretty difficult because you get tired. The effort increases and the amount of work you do stays the same. This takes us to dynamic double progression. It allows you to make every set count and can get you gains if you're a newbie or if you're a super advanced guy who's been doing it 15 years. With this system, you keep the effort the same, but you adjust the reps and the load. So let's go back to the bicep curl. Let's say your rep range is 10 to 12. Instead of doing a predetermined number, just go hard. Maybe you leave 1 rep in the tank. Your first set, you get 12 reps. Your second set, maybe you only get 10. If you were to do a third set at the same weight, you'll probably be out of your rep range. In order to stay between 10 and 12, you'll probably have to decrease the weight. So maybe you go to 65 pounds and hit a set of 11. Once you reach the top of the rep range on your first set, next workout, increase the weight a little bit. As you can see, we're changing the reps and load to make sure each set is hard as you get more tired, versus the more simple approach on the right. I'll leave a few more examples on the screen so you can better understand. Pause if you want to look at them. Here's the list of rep ranges that I like to use. I like slightly longer gaps, 3 to 5 reps, but do whatever you want. This progression scheme is very simple, but it can be used for years and years to build a shit ton of muscle and get you close to your genetic ceiling. There's a lot of advanced natty lifters on YouTube who use it and continue getting more and more jacked, so it's legit. If your goal is to get really strong, let's say you want to bench 405, you'll definitely have to learn some fancy periodization. But for bodybuilding, if you want to get huge and still be pretty strong, it's as easy as just adding 1 rep. If you do that for years and years, you will get great results. You can use dynamic double progression for any exercise, big compound movements, small isolations, basically anything you're doing to gain strength and size. The only difference is that for lighter movements, you need to take your time progressing. Don't expect to be adding 3 reps to your side raises every workout. Plateaus will happen. Eventually your body will stop adapting. So if you're not able to make progress for 3 sessions in a row, it's time to switch exercises. You'll want to switch to something similar that hits the same muscle groups and continue to do double progression. You can expect to progress really fast when you switch to a new exercise because you're not used to it yet. And basically that's how you get jacked. Choose 5 or 10 quality exercises and do dynamic double progression, rotating them whenever you plateau. Eventually, when you come back to the same movement, you should be able to nudge your strength another 5 or 10% higher. If you keep doing this for years and years, eventually you'll get really, really close to your genetic ceiling, if that even exists. It sounds simple, and it is, but there are a few things that can go wrong. The first mistake you can make is not gaining weight. If you want to get jacked, if you want to add 1 or 2 reps every workout, you're going to need to be in a calorie surplus. Adding reps will grow your muscles, and growing your muscles will add reps. It's a self-perpetuating cycle. So if you're bulking, everything becomes easier. Don't neglect this. It doesn't even need to be a lot of weight. Just 1 kilo or 2 pounds a month, that's perfect. The second trap people fall into is using sloppy form. Let's say you're doing bicep curls and you get 8, 6, 9. Next workout, you swing your hips just a little bit more. It's barely noticeable, but you get 9, 7, 6. Yeah, sure, your strength has increased, but your biceps aren't getting any more stimulus. If you become too obsessed with chasing progress, your form will slowly go to shit. Eventually, it might be necessary for you to do a form reset. So you'll have to lower the weight, go back to perfect technique, and build back up from there. Another reason you might be plateauing is fatigue management. So check out my video on deloading right here, or check out this random video.